Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and I am once joined by Canadian Yorker. How's it going tonight?
Going pretty well tonight. How about yourself?
Good, and it is the road to the Elimination Chamber, and we already got some qualifying matches. We got our first qualifying match last week, so now we have a couple in this broadcast. So we are recapping the Friday Night Smackdown that took place February 9th, 2024, and it took place in the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. And wow, what a great show. I absolutely loved the show. SmackDown seems pretty short now compared to Raw. I think SmackDown's a little bit shorter. I believe SmackDown ended like at 10 p.m. instead of 11, like Raw does, but we have to see what now. But right now it is the road to Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber is just around the corner. Elimination Chamber will be taking place February 24th, and it's going to be in Australia, so it's going to be something special. So Elimination Chamber will be in 2 weeks. Be sure to stream on Peacock or whatever. I just signed up for Peacock, so Elimination Chamber is going to be in 2 weeks. So I'm pumped up, and it's after that's going to be the road to WrestleMania. But anyways, let's get to it. So we saw the recap of the WrestleMania XL kickoff press conference. Just want to make it clear that we are finally going to get what we want because of the We Want Cody. It's official. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will fight for the second year in a row at WrestleMania. He kind of got us with it. Cody saying that he's not going to face Roman at WrestleMania kind of scared people, but it's official. Roman and Cody in the main event. So we got a huge recap, and The Rock turning heel is huge. So basically, the show starts off with Triple H, the CEO of the company, along with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce and SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. And basically, Triple H said that, I don't give a crap if you hate this decision. It's going to be Roman and Cody. And yes, they announced that because Cody is going to face Roman Reigns, that leaves Seth Rollins without opponents, so they have announced that they will do a men's Elimination Chamber match to determine who will face Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And the qualifying and the superstars will be Randy Orton, Bronson Reed, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, AJ Styles, The Miz, Bobby Lashley, Ivar, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, and Dominic Mysterio and LA Knight. So these guys will go one-on-one, where the winners will advance to the Elimination Chamber, where the Elimination Chamber winner will face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then Drew McIntyre, in the first qualifying match of the men's side, is Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. Great rivalry has renewed there. They had a battle, TLC battle in 2020. They know each other really well. So yeah, that is the opening segment. So what are your thoughts on this whole segment and announcement by Triple H? And I know you have mixed emotions about, you were pissed off about it's going to be the Rock and Roman instead. So what are your thoughts on this whole opening segment, and then this whole idea with Seth Rollins not having a opponent, and now we finally know they're trying to decide opponent for him at WrestleMania. What are your thoughts?
First of all, I gotta say, no! Thank you, Triple H. Thank you very much for putting Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns back on the market. Thank you very much. I'm gonna give you an applause. Thank you very much for that. It's great to see Cody finally get the thing that he needs, and thank you for WWE for correcting that. Don't make that mistake again. Make sure you respect your fans. Respect your fans. RESPCT. That's what it means to me. Remember that. Remember that, WWE. RESPCT. Okay? The fans. All right? So just remember that. Thank you, Triple H, for that. It's great to see that happen again. We're going to see Cody and Roman at WrestleMania. Of course, The Rock. You know the situation with The Rock and Cody and Roman, right? Happened. So The Rock's probably going to do his thing and just probably interfere, and Bloodline's going to interfere and stuff in this match. So Cody has to watch his back and stuff. That's what's happening with that. Second thing, the termination of Seth Rollins' opponent. There's a lot of great people on that roster right there that can take on Seth Rollins. There's Braun Breaker, Drew McIntyre, and a few others right there.
Braun Breaker wasn't in the mix.
Braun Breaker, but all the other contestants there who are qualifiers to be the challengers for the World Heavyweight Championship title, which it's exciting to see that happen. So that's going to be good for Seth Rollins. He's going to see who his next opponent will be, and in the future for WrestleMania. So we're going to have to see how things progress going forward with that. That's going to be exciting to see. So there's a lot of positive news coming out right now. So of course Seth Rollins still has to return from his injury. I think recently he said that he was cleared or something along those lines.
3 to 4 weeks he's going to return.
He's still out. He's still out 3 to 4 weeks, but there's some major improvements for him coming forward. So he's still going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. So he's over these next 3 to 4 weeks. We're definitely going to see this tournament growth for Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins will have a pretty good idea of who his next challenger would be with all these other guys who are vying for who are in that tournament. So he's going to know how to prepare for his next opponent. Right? As he studies each match, he's going to know the weaknesses and the strengths of those opponents who he sees that are in the tournaments, and he's going to try to use that against them.
Alright, moving on to the first match is the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. At the first qualifying match on the men's side, we got AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre. These two, like I said, these two know each other really well. They had came across a lot in the past. Of course, the big match between these two were 2020. I actually was watching the match a couple minutes ago. 2020 TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs for the WWE Championship between AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre. Great match. It turned into a triple threat match after The Miz interfered. But AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre in the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And LA Knight was on commentary. I guess this guy hates AJ Styles that much. He actually cost AJ Styles this match. At one point, AJ Styles kind of was passed out, got knocked out near the announce table, and then LA Knight spilled water on him and drank the water, and AJ Styles got pissed at him, and then Drew McIntyre capitalized a couple times. It was I saw AJ Styles was actually going to beat Drew, put it in the calf killer applied, and then AJ was trying to get the 1-2-3, but Knight came up because he was pissed that he got pushed by Drew or AJ, whoever it was. But the referee was distracted with LA Knight. Drew McIntyre capitalized with a Claymore. Drew McIntyre defeats AJ Styles to move on to the Elimination Chamber. Drew McIntyre is the first man to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. And wow, I actually think Drew might win the whole thing. But yes, Drew McIntyre defeats AJ Styles to move on to the Elimination Chamber by pinfall with a Claymore thanks to LA Knight. I feel like maybe there's a feud coming up with AJ Styles and LA Knight, so there's bad beef still between those two. But Drew McIntyre defeats AJ Styles by pinfall. Drew has qualified for the Elimination Chamber. What are your thoughts in this match?
Yeah, I mean, Drew McIntyre needs this push going forward, and like I've been saying, man, Drew McIntyre has been on a roll. This man has been on a tear. going after, you know, going after. We've seen what he's been doing over these past few months, and ever since the whole situation with Jey Uso coming back, and we've seen his downward spiral. But he's really been having some. He's been getting his popularity. So I really think I like this version of Drew McIntyre. He's really been putting in the work and showing people that he can be just as bad, just as good as Seth Rollins. So he needs to continue improving himself as a challenger. He needs to keep on moving forward and improving himself.
All right. Moving on to the second match, we got another Elimination Chamber qualifying match. This time on the women's side, we got Bianca Belair versus Michin. And people are like, why are you putting these two women together? They literally just teamed up together in 2 War Game matches against Damien Control. They have great chemistry. Why would you do this? But I honestly saw, this was okay of a match. Bianca and Michin, it kind of was obvious who was going to win. Bianca Belair, complete domination. Honestly, Michin put up a fight, but I just feel bad for her because she can't really win matches, like single matches. She was kind of stressed after this match in the interview, saying that she's sick of being losing a loser or whatever, losing hope or like losing matches and stuff like that. First she lost to IYO Sky, and now Bianca is just a horrible booking in my opinion. But Bianca Belair hits Michin with a KOD to beat Michin to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. So yes, Bianca Belair qualified for the Elimination Chamber. Now you got Bianca Belair qualifying for the Elimination Chamber, and you also get Becky. So a couple more women to qualify, but in this one, Bianca Belair defeats Michin to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. So what are your thoughts on this match?
There's 2 things. Bianca Belair, if she continues going on her path, she might be a challenger right there. She might be challenging IYO Sky, throwing in a hat to Bayley and IYO Sky's match right there, and saying she wants her belt back. If that's exactly what she wanted the first time. So there's a lot of history there between Bayley and Bianca and IYO. We'll have to see how far they want to push that with all the stuff going on. So there's a lot of things hanging right there. That's all I gotta say at the moment. But
Alright, moving on. We got Bayley, her first entrance and her first segment as a face. It was great seeing Bayley back as a face. People chanting her name. And then she said that, Damage Control means everything to her. And for the first time, wow, there were chants saying that she deserves it. You deserve it, chants. Ringing out, making Bayley smile. And people are asking if Bayley's going to bring back the hugger gimmick. But we have to see what happens. And then she gets interrupted by Dakota Kai, and apparently Dakota Kai making excuses saying that, she didn't know about the, make IYO Sky and the Kabuki Warriors, making fun of her. The crowd didn't buy it. She said she misses the 3 because they were like sisters. But then they get interrupted by Damage Control, and IYO Sky, Kabuki Warriors, try to attack Bayley, kind of giving back Nexus vibes when Nexus would try to attack. They will surround the ring, kind of like that. And it seems like Dakota Kai actually was going to hit Bayley with the steel chair, and Bayley was freaked out. She thought she was in a 4-on-1 situation, but surprisingly, Dakota Kai tried to hit IYO with the chair, and then the Kabuki Warriors with the chair, and then almost kind of tempting to hit Bayley with it. But would you know, it seems like Dakota Kai is Dakota Kai has picked her side, and she's gonna stay with Bayley, which kind of, I mean, it's really, really suspicious that she did that because, Dakota Kai, if you're back in her NXT days, she's known for betraying people. You've seen Dakota Kai betray a lot of people back in her NXT days. But I still don't trust her. I think at some point Dakota Kai is going to turn on Bayley, even cost her the title. I think Dakota Kai is going to stay with Bayley until WrestleMania, and then WrestleMania, I think that's the big time. I think Dakota Kai is going to cost her the title. Io is going to retain, and then Dakota Kai is going to celebrate on the other side while Bayley's pissed off. I think it's going to be Dakota Kai on IYO Sky celebrating. There's the 4-on-1 situation. So what are your thoughts on this whole Bayley situation and damage control situation? And what are your thoughts on this whole Dakota Kai making her decision? Do you trust it? Do you not?
I know we've been talking about this for weeks, ever since Bayley. We knew Bayley was going to go face, right? And it's happened. And then I believe it was like a week or two ago, we started talking about, well, what's going on? What's going to happen with Dakota Kai? Is she going to get kicked out of damage control, or is she simply just, playing along so she can get back at Bayley? So there's, I don't know how I feel about Dakota Kai being the switch, but she has to prove it. She has to prove it that she is the capable person that she is. So there's a lot to take in with it. I would take it with a grain of salt, a pinch of salt. Let's say that Dakota Kai is actually on Bayley's side and she's fighting with Bayley because IYO is not a real friend. She's a fake friend. So let's just take that with a pinch of salt. It's great to see that Dakota Kai has. It's good to see that Dakota Kai has. He switched over and she's helping Bayley out. But at the same time, she's just a plant. She's a plant there. Just like how we said the bloodline thing. They can say that they can do nice things for you, but in reality, they're setting things up for you to fail. So that's how it feels to me, with this situation.
And the thing is, I'm not quite sure if Dakota Kai, that was just my prediction about Dakota Kai costing Bayley at the WrestleMania. I still stand with my prediction. I still think Bayley is going to win the title off IYO at WrestleMania, but my concern is, I don't know if Dakota Kai is going to cost her. I mean, like I said before, people have talked about it. Bayley was the one that brought Dakota Kai back, and she said that she always thought Bayley as a mentor, so I'm not sure. It's uncertain if Dakota Kai is going to cost Bayley, because like I said, if it wasn't for Bayley, Dakota Kai wouldn't still be in WWE, so it's kind of hard to decide. So moving on to the next match, we got a WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship number 1 contenders match. So the winner will face Finn Balor and Damien Priest for the titles at Elimination Chamber. We saw the 2 winners. We got DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa versus British Strong Style, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate. And I said this before, this match was great. It wasn't too great, but I mean, I know Johnny Gargano got busted open in the nose. It was pretty bad. It was a great match, I kind of expected DIY to win, but it was a close one. But it seems like, I guess they want to change up the challenger. So yeah, it went back and forth. Like I said, it was hard hitting. Johnny Gargano kind of bled from the nose or with the face. I couldn't tell from the camera angle. But it was a great match. At the end, it was a bitter end finisher from Pete Dunne on Johnny Gargano. British Strong Style defeats DIY by pinfall to become the number 1 contenders for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship. So it's official. There's your Elimination Chamber match. It's going to be Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and Damien Priest defending the Undisputed Tag Team Championship against British Strong Style, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate. That's that match is going to be fire as well. I can't wait to see what Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate's going to do to Judgment Day, so that's going to be huge. So British Strong Style defeats DIY to become the number one contenders. It's official. They will face Judgment Day at Elimination Chamber for the tag team titles. What are your thoughts on this match?
There's a lot to unpack there. I think that the matchup is okay. For John Cena,
John Cena?
You know the situation with him.
John Cena?
Not John Cena. Not John Cena.
This man is tired and now he's making a
Bate.
Tyler Bate
is starting to get to me right now. So as I was saying, this tag team matchup with DIY and all the others. There's a lot of things going on with the tag team matches. There's so many things going on. Man, with Judgment Day holding the belts, they're seeing how all these guys operate, and they're gonna want to make sure that the guy with the team with the least amount of capability of beating them is well known and how to beat them. So they're already looking at how to plan how to counter their moves. So I like DIY. I believe DIY might go far in this match. So it's going to be interesting to know how things progress with this tag team tournament. So.
Yeah. So it's over actually. DIY lost.
I don't know because there are other good options. There's the Creed brothers, there's DIY. There's a lot of different things that can be pulled from Friday night. So.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne versus Judgment Day Elimination Chamber for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship. But we all know who's going to win. So it's quite obvious. But moving on to the main event, also Logan Paul complaining that he was in the Elimination Chamber qualifying, which is hilarious. But moving on to the main event, we got another men's qualifying match between Randy Orton and Sami Zayn. Another matchup. Why do they put two faces together that were teaming in the War Games match? I just don't understand these booking for the qualifying matches. It was quite obvious who was going to win. People thought Sami Zayn needs to win. You know, Sami Zayn's great. He needs to be a World Heavyweight Champion sometime. But the crazy thing is that he hasn't won a match in forever. I don't remember the last time Sami won a match. But anyways, this was this was an okay of a match. Complete dominance on both sides. But Randy Orton does Randy things. Would imagine if it was Randy Orton and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, that would be redeemed the authority back in the day. But overall, it was a great match. Sami Zayn did put up a fight, but Randy Orton was too good. Hitting Sami Zayn was the RKO. Randy Orton defeats Sami Zayn by the RKO, by pinfall, by qualifying for the Elimination Chamber. So you got Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton already qualifying for the Chamber. And speaking of Drew McIntyre, he comes up behind Randy Orton and confronts him, ending the show. So Randy Orton defeats Sami Zayn, and he is officially in the Elimination Chamber. So far, you got Drew and Randy in the Elimination Chamber match. What are your thoughts on this match?
There's a lot to take in there. We're gonna have to see how things progress with these things. So, I would like to see how things progress with it. So.
All right. So, any more thoughts? Instead of that, Randy, do you think he has a chance?
I believe Randy could have a chance. He definitely had a chance last time. So he could definitely make a chance for round 2. I have to see how things go with Randy going
And then
forward.
obviously the question with Sami is just disappointing. Like I said, he lost I think 19 matches in a row.
Who lost that? And that Sami
Sami
Zayn
Zayn lost
lost
a bunch of matches in a row. I don't even remember his last singles win. So it's kind of
well,
sad.
maybe it's time
People say that
he joined
they need to Sami might win the Money in the Bank contract. That's the thing. They might build up to that, but I don't know. But I feel bad for Sami.
He has to start applying. So let him keep putting in his work, and he'll become better at what he does.
All right, so that would do it for our broadcast. It was a great Friday Night Smackdown, kind of short, but in terms of grading, I mean, I loved it. I mean, I didn't like it too much, so I guess I'm gonna give this show a B minus. How about you?
I will give the show I'm going to give it a B plus.
B plus, all right.
B plus because I'm going to give it a B plus because they made some improvements. So that's what I'm going to go for.
Alright, but before I end this broadcast, I want to mention that Logan Paul's going to face off against The Miz next week. Ivor got LA Knight, and then Kevin Owens is going to face Dirty Dom. Dominic Mysterio is fucked, so unless for some magical reason Dominic defeats Kevin Owens, which I don't think is going to happen. Imagine if Kevin and Logan win their matches and they meet in the Elimination Chamber. That'd be funny. But anyways, my name is Bruin Steele. This is Canadian Yorker. Thank you guys for watching this broadcast. If you haven't done so, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. If you haven't checked out Canadian Yorker's YouTube channel, it'll be in the link of this. It'll be in the description of this video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy your day, your night. And thank you guys. So any last seconds you want to? Anything you want to
add? No, I don't really have any other statements to say. So.
Alright, so we're getting out of here. Thank you guys for watching this broadcast, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Hope you guys enjoy your Saturday night, and we will see you later for the next broadcast.
See you later.